Thank you, baby. Yan, good evening. Hold on. Let me just share. Wow, good evening, good evening. Good evening. Ay, good evening, Mary, all the way from Singapore. Thank you for joining tonight. Alam niyo na, share na natin ang live video. Okay, sandali ah. Ano ba yung sabihin ko dito? Ay, wow. Okay. Okay, ang Team Mega World natin present na. Good evening. Good evening, guys. Oh, alam niyo na. Si Rain, nandiyan na si Rain. Sure na. Pwede na tayo mag-start. Grabe, hindi ko pa nga na-share. Hello, Victoria. Good evening. Michelle, good evening. Hello, Hannah. Anak ko, ayan na. I got a new job and I am worried. You're worried? Nako, okay, mag-alala. Lahat ng mga worries nyo, bibigyan natin yan ng assurance. As we go through our tonight's session, mas in-depth yung session natin. Ito nga, sandali, sinishare ko lang yung live video natin. But for everybody, welcome, good evening. Share natin yung live video because tonight is gonna be extra special. Angel, hello. Like and subscribe. I want to know, he is a close friend and I'm worried about it. Ay, teka lang. Hello, Angel. By the way, I know you are deeply concerned with this question as you are, I believe, very close friends with the person you mentioned. Kaya lang, syempre, if we are gonna be asking for, yung question natin will be directed towards someone else. Ibig sabihin, imbis yung sagot, hahanapin ko sa sarili ninyong energy, hahanapin ko sa ibang energy ng tao, and if they are not aware that I'm going to do it, medyo may karma yun eh. So, yung karma, hindi kasi yun dun sa nagtanong, yun sa akin. Okay, so, I know some of you, meron kayo talagang mga important questions, but let me help you. Kaya lang, meron lang tayong kailangan mga sundin na guidelines in which I will provide later on. I-share ko lang to. Nahihirapan ako mag-English. Hindi ko masabing gusto kong sabihin in English. Okay. Teka nga. Ayan. Okay. Sandali, i-post lang natin. Ayan, okay. Ay, JK, good evening. Yes, congratulations by the way, JK. Very good, very good. Napakagandang energy. Alam niyo na. Michelle, hello. Team Mega, ayan na. Ang Team Mega World nandyan na. Pero syempre, para sa mga Team Mega World natin, okay, alam ko nakapila na kayo, pero huwag kayong maglaglagan dyan. Grabe kayo, naglalaglagan kayo dyan, ha? Okay. Share na lang natin yung live video, everybody. Ayan, okay. Kitang-kita. Hello, all the way from Sweden. Hello, my very good friend and student siya. Welcome, good evening. Anong oras na ba dyan? So, hapon pa lang, no? Hapon pa lang, tama ba? Ayan, okay. Okay. Hello, Emerald Dweller. Napakaganda talaga ng name ni Emerald Dweller. Hello, good evening. Maraming salamat for joining us. Nako, o 'di ba? Congratulations uli kay JK. Kaya sa lahat ng may mga gusto pang mai-manifest, tayong bahala diyan. I will always help you manifest. As Hindus, we do regular prayer rituals at least 3 times a week. This is called puja. And the process itself is a very good ritual to manifest. So some of you may have mga kailangan talagang mai-manifest na blessings, we can help with that. Ang kailangan nyo lang is we can talk offline, and then if you would want to participate in our prayer ritual, we will do the praying and you do the offering. So we will only, if may gusto kayo mai-manifest, we will just ask you to buy fruits, usually yellow fruits. Ang favorite niya is mangoes and yellow flowers. Sometimes yellow, depending on the day. But Malaysian moms would do, honestly. So yun lang, fruits and flowers lang. And then we can pray and manifest. And so far, Team Mega World, we've been getting very good results. Very, very good din ang tiwala kasi na binibigay ng mga Team Mega World. So it's all about how you're all going to trust God's plans for you all. Hello, Gia. Good evening. Good evening. Nice of you to join us tonight. Okay, so ang haba na ng pila natin. Okay, how about we start it right now because anong tawag dito? Tonight is a very special. Kala. Ay, Diyos ko po si Kala. Kakaumpisa ko lang magtrabaho. Okay, but tonight is going to be extra special para naman sa lahat ng mga subscribers and our viewers for tonight, because you're going to be witnessing a more in-depth kind of reading in which some of you mga nakapag na you've done personal reading sessions with me. Some of the Team Mega World nakapag-experience yan ng full reading with me. So this is gonna be a little close to that. Because syempre when we talk about the full reading, this is literally all of the questions that you may have according to your current life experiences. We're going to address that one by one. But of course, that's a glimpse of how we're going to expect it tonight. And moving forward, every Tarot Tuesday, ganyan tayo. Okay? Also, a little snippet because next Thursday, again, we're going to be doing our live session in our Facebook page. Just a little teaser because we're going to be having a Halloween special on Thursday. So it's going to be extra special. I hope you join us on Thursday because medyo ibang gagawin natin on Thursday. On Thursday, just a little snippet, we are going to share mga stories. Syempre, mga Halloween stories tayo. And these are all my personal experiences. Supernatural. These are experiences about spirits, mga entities, ganyan. Demonic beings and the likes. Yes, I've experienced them. And we will all talk about that. So for the mga horror enthusiasts out there, supernatural enthusiasts, and I highly encourage kung meron din kayong sarili-sariling mga experiences that you cannot honestly explain, or if you are going through something, you may be needing my help so that we can assess that, pag-usapan natin yan on Thursday. Okay? So that's really something to look forward to. Maiba naman tayo para naman meron tayong konting a little break from our usual reading session. We will talk about something interesting, and what a perfect timing it is, lalo na ngayong Halloween. And syempre, of course, everybody who will be tuning in tonight, you're also going to be up for such a great treat. Please stay towards the end dahil lahat po ng mga participants natin, lahat ng mga viewers natin, you are all entitled to join our raffle, in which we will be drawing our raffle for our workshops. For this weekend, this Sunday, we're gonna go live again and we're gonna do the actual draw ng ating mga winners. So please stay tuned kasi lahat na magsistay for tonight, most especially yung mga viewers natin, you are all entitled to join our raffle. So, simulan na natin yung session natin for tonight, syempre naman. Okay? So, hello Amor. Ayan na, nakapag-perfect attendance na naman tayo. Maraming salamat. Chris, good evening, Chris. Ayan, maraming salamat for joining. Naku, ayan na. O, sige tumutunog na yung natin, inbox natin. I'm sure ang dami na. Teka lang, I want to say hi to everybody muna. Fudgerhead. Okay, did I say that right? Fudger. Can we ask questions this Thursday? Anong tawag dito? For Thursday, the questions you can ask, mostly, ang magiging theme and topic muna natin, we're gonna be taking a break from the personal questions about maybe career, love, or ganyan. But we are going to follow muna yung ating Halloween theme. So, if you have questions about the supernatural, yes, okay. If you experience something like the supernatural, yes, I'm there to answer that. And you'll be surprised. I'm gonna tell you a little story that I teach and I remind lahat ng mga tinuturuan ko ng tarot because just so you know, I also teach how to read the tarot cards. And I teach it once a month. And meron akong meron akong common question that not just my students would ask me, but everybody who's also not just inquiring, but you're curious and are interested to know about tarot reading themselves. And one of the questions is it okay to self-learn it? And there are people who can literally learn reading the tarot on their own because you can. Especially if you look at a tarot card. A tarot card would usually come with a manual like this. So in short, if you're going to study it on your own, meron naman tayong guide. There's a manual here. So definitely you can self-learn it. It's not a question. But if you are not professionally trained and hindi natin alam how to use it correctly and properly, we may be tapping into something. Okay, and it's not gonna be pleasant if you do. So it's also is gonna be a little dangerous if you are not well supervised. So I will tell the complete story on Thursday, and this is a real story. Yun. So watch out for that. But enough of that. Simulan na natin yung session natin for tonight, and then we will go through with our guidelines. We're gonna go through yung ating instructions on how you can participate for tonight. And definitely, we will make sure na as much as we can, uubusin natin yung mga tanong ninyo for tonight para naman lahat ng may mga katanungan for tonight ay matulungan natin. So let us all start with the prayer. And I am a practicing Hindu. I will be saying and praying my mantras and prayers in Hindu. But I highly encourage everybody to join me in prayer, no matter which religion you're following or a belief system that you're following. Let's all pray and gather in God's name. Let's all pray for God's protection, wisdom, and syempre, maraming blessings for tonight. All right, so Om. Om. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshvara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshvara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshvara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Very good. Nandiyan pa kayo. Good evening, everybody. Namaskaram, namaskaram. Namaskaram, namaste, or namaskar. It's a Hindu greeting that says, the light in me sees and acknowledges the light in you, or the God in me sees and acknowledges the God in you. Magandang gabi po. Ako po si Marky Mendoza. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, also an intuitive tarot reader and teacher, and welcome to your official Tuesday night habit. This is Tarot Tuesdays. Every Tuesday night, we provide free tarot reading for everybody. So you may be having questions, anything about your love life, yung career natin. Hello. Yan, nakakalimutan ko lagi. Ikabit yung lapel. Okay. Anything about your career and syempre, grabe siya. Pati yung health, important yan. Sagot ko kayo, libre lang po magtanong. Now, every Tuesday night, you're up for such a great treat because every Tuesday, ang kailangan lang po natin para mag-participate is to simply share this live video and then isend po yung screenshot that you've shared this video in our official Facebook page. It's Everyday Reiki with Marky. And then, ready na tayo magtanong. Now, also, we are going to be answering all of those questions. Pero kung ano man ang mga katanungan natin, kung ang tanong naman is saan ko naman nakukuha yung mga possibilities na makikita natin, yung mga energies na babasahin natin for tonight, and that's a cue. Babasahin natin yung mga possibilities according to the participant's energy. So, what is comprised of the participant's energy? There are 3 elements involved: current, thoughts, decisions, and actions ng participants. And kung ano man ang action na ginawa natin, it will always be subjected to the universal law of cause and effect, or this is what we call in the Christian or Catholic faith, we call it the golden rule. Also, for us Hindus, we call it the law of karma, or simply in science they call it Newton's third law of motion, wherein every action has always an equal or equal action-reaction, cause and effect. Yan ang ating mababasa. Now also, some of you may also have questions na imbis na sa energy ninyo, kung hahanapin ang mga kasagutan or ang mga possibilities, it may entail that for me to look for the answers towards other person's energy. And kung hindi nila alam na gagawin ko yun, it will be a case of overstepping or simply invasion of privacy. And every time that I will do that, meron kasi yung karma. Yung karma kasi nasa akin. And ayoko naman. Sorry na. Ang dami ko nang pinaprocess na karma. So, but, kung meron naman kayong mga katanungan that involves relationships, pwede naman natin yan itanong. Pwede natin itanong yan, pero may guidelines lang tayo. All we need to do para walang karma is to hati-hatiin ng energy sa mga taong involved directly on the question. So it means if it's either a relationship question, friends or family, 2 or more people involving in your question, hahati-hatiin lang natin yung energy, pwede nang itanong, and wala na siyang karma. Also, may konting warning lang tayo, no? Because just in case this happens, just be mindful that there is a possibility na kapag hahati-hatiin natin yung energies, any given time, even right after nung session natin tonight, and any of the people involved nun sa question, nag-iba ng decision, ng thoughts nila, or more so, yung actions nila biglang na iba, may tendency din na maiba yung outcome. Or yung nakita kong initial possibility ay hindi mangyari. Why? Because everything is according to the current energy. And remember, ang energy lang na makokontrol natin ay ang sarili nating energy. Anything outside of us, hindi natin makokontrol. Hindi natin makokontrol ang puso't isipan ng ibang tao. And so, ang pinaka-accurate na mga questions and answers na maibibigay ko sa inyo for tonight will be according to your own energy. Kung sino magtatanong, energy nila ang pinaka magiging accurate for tonight. Now also, we are going to be using our tarot deck here. This is again the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. Meron tayong 2 klase ng mga tarot cards na pwedeng makuha if you're gonna be asking a question. And pwedeng major cards, pwedeng minor cards. When we get major cards sa mga tanong ninyo, this is going to be a very solid either blessing or a warning. Or kapag mga minor card naman na lumalabas sa mga question natin, it will entail na may mga kailangan lang tayong trabahuhin until it fully manifests. Look at it as if it's the concept of parang ang mga prutas, pahihinugin muna natin. When it's ripe for the picking, that's the only time na magmamanifest siya fully. But sa lahat ng mga viewers natin for tonight, you are up for such a great treat because every Tuesday night, instead of just the usual 1-card spread or 1-card pull na ginagawa ko sa mga tanong nyo, in which that has always been a very effective method naman na sa totoo lang. Kaya lang, anong tawag dito, every time I pull a card, when I pull 1 card, ang nakikita natin is whatever will be the outcome, kung ano ang meron sa future. But every time that we're going to be doing Tarot Tuesdays, we are going to level it up. And instead of just pulling 1 card, we're pulling 3 cards for you. We're going to be doing a 3-card spread in which it's going to be a very in-depth reading because the 3 cards will represent the past, present, and the future. Bakit siya mahalaga? Anything that happens, kung ano man yung tanong nyo, kung ano man yung mga katanungan natin, may it be for the love life, for your health, or for your career, makikita natin what happened or what are the energies that have affected the past, and kung anong energies meron sa present and kung saan siya papunta. And so this will be more in-depth. So, yan ang mga questions na entertainin natin ngayon. So, kung ang mga questions natin, if we're looking at a very possible na favorable talaga siya, ibig sabihin, those 3 cards, the more major cards na makukuha natin, the more we will manifest it. Now, kung yung mga tanong naman natin, mas maraming minor cards, ibig sabihin, marami pa talaga tayong tatrabahuin so that we can manifest it fully. So, I'm very, very excited for everybody, especially sa mga first time makaka-experience ng 3 cards na pull when it comes to our reading sessions. This is really something na in our commitment to continuously help everybody. Kaya samahan nyo kami tonight, okay? So, tingnan na natin, simulan na natin ang ating lucky first participant. Okay. So, ayan. Okay. Ay, okay. Okay. Sandali, nagre-refresh lang yung ating ano. Okay. Okay, while I'm reading this, hello. Hello, Gia. Hello, nice to see you. Ayan na, Team Mega World. Hello. Hello, Laryl. Oh, alam mo na, ha? Okay. So, okay. Ayan. Siyempre naman, ang ating first participant ay suking-suki natin. Okay. Niloloko nga ako niyan, hindi pa nagna 9 o'clock nagsasend na ng tanong. Pero sabi ko, syempre naman, to be fair, kailangan we start at exactly 9 at nagawa naman. By the way, magtanong lamang pa kayo na magtanong and rest assured na kung sino man po magpa-participate in our session for tonight, we will always protect your identity. Hindi natin babanggitin kung sino nagtatanong so that this can really help, lalo na sa mga may mga katanungan na medyo sensitive o kaya medyo it's a little too challenging to handle in full confidence na ako lang po nakakabasa ng mga questions niyo. So huwag kayong mahiya. Ang goal naman natin is matulungan kayo lahat dito. Okay? So here it is for our first participant. Ito na ang tanong natin. Hello, Master. Pwede na ba malaman ng energy for 2022? Para palang mag-manifest na ako. Okay, sandali. Kung makukuha natin yan, energy for 2022, but which life aspect? Teka. Yan. So, syempre nakatutok na. Okay. So, para sa first participant natin, kayang-kaya natin makita yan. Anong tawag dito? In fact, I also do it professionally. At the end of actually, nagsa-start na ako around November. November, I also open slots for personal readings sa mga gustong makita what are the possible na mga may encounter for the next year. So it's gonna be a new year. We call it a new year reading, and I do a very special way of Ay, shush! Sorry, nagulat ako. Ay, shush. Yes, watch this. Sandali. Oh, come here. Come here. Oh, come here. Ay, shush. Oh, come here. Oh, ayan na. So, minsan kailangan natin mag-multitasking talaga. Ay, shush, are you shy? Come here. Are you shy? Ay, shush. O, sige, mamaya, lapit. O, ay, shush. Okay. So, sorry na yung anak ko. Okay. So, by the way, mabalik nga na naman tayo. So, if you're also interested to know an in-depth reading on how 2022 will look like, we can talk about that offline. But of course, definitely, sa mga gusto rin magtanong about that tonight, pwede. Sa career, okay, very good. Let's look at that. So again, ang kukunin natin will be 3 cards. Yung magiging basis ng 3 cards natin is past, present, and future. So makikita mo talaga yung very in-depth na anong tawag dito, na pinanggagalingan natin ng energies natin. Also, huwag kayong matatakot kung halimbawa ang mga questions natin will present either, ganun lang naman mga hinihintay natin mga questions, either yung mga questions natin will lead to something favorable or something not so favorable. Huwag kayong mag-alala because it allows you to know where you are at. Kapag nakikita natin na if you're already getting good cards, that means it gives us an idea we're doing well, edi pagpatuloy. Pag may mga warning, and then we will shift your energies, okay? For the career of our first participant, here we go. 2022, okay. First card, this is the second card. Okay, third card. Okay. Okay, here we go para sa ating first participant. So, sige, tingnan muna natin yung first card. Okay, very good. Okay. So, for the first card, and this is a representation of the past. This is practically a representation of where you are at right now. Okay? And this is your first card. We have the 8 of coins. And, palaka. Dito na, mas maganda yan. And every time you have 8 of coins, this is syempre, coins. Okay, coins. It's a representation of abundance and prosperity. But, look at that. Where you're coming from, and this is really still the current energy na lingering currently present, and yung ang energy niyan, look at this. Look at how the coins right here, or the symbol of the abundance and prosperity, is lined up perfectly here. That means this is how a reflection of how you're able to secure the finances, you're able to do hard, work hard, and you're able to secure what you need to for the future. While you're working hard this year, in spite of and despite of the pandemic situation, you were able to line them up perfectly. So in short, very good when it comes to the financial planning. Very good on how you're perfectly allotting all of the things, yung flow ng abundance natin, and how the expenses and equally the blessings that are coming in and out. These coins right here is a very good representation of how well you worked on it. And look, you're not stopping. Kahit na these are things that are already manifested, nakuha na natin, the image here looks like you're still pushing forward to keep working hard to produce more, and that's really a very good na gauge on how you're going to see, am I doing it right? Okay, in terms of my career, gumagalaw ba ako? That's a very good reflection. Now, the second card will also entail what are the actions as well na you're also pushing forward for 2022. Okay, how you're ang ganda naman. So we have another minor card. Okay, we have another minor card, but this is really a good card because this is again another coin. So yes, so this is something that is also a reflection of not just how a reflection of the plans or how you're going to execute these actions in planning. It also is going to give you a clue on what is in store for you when you start 2022. Now, here is a very good warning. Meron ka namang assurance because when we talk about the coins, again, this is a symbol of abundance. But look, there is a part here. Teka, I'll give you a timeline. Okay, so this is March. Okay. From January up to March. Okay. From January up to March of 2022, there will be abundance, but somehow you will feel, compared to how you started your new year, these past few years, even pandemic started, and you have this, kumbaga, na nabigyan mo na ng benchmarking yung usual flow ng abundance and prosperity when it comes to the new year. This is going to be a little different. It's a little similar actually when the pandemic time started. Specifically this year, it will be a little challenging pa because there is dry land here. So you're stepping on dry land which resonates maybe, and it's an energy that resonates na hindi siya unlike a green na environment in which it would resonate fullness, o kaya yung the greenery ng literal na meaning ng the grass is greener on the other side because again the environment is mas green, mas lush, mas ganon. It feels very dry. That means it can give you an idea. Now, when we start our year, there is going to be a little challenge. Not specifically on the whole journey of abundance, pero most specifically when it comes to the clients, when it comes to generating the clients. So you may feel a little challenged, but you're gonna be provided for. Because may hawak ka. So in short, and look at that, the infinity sign is here. That means regardless of what situation, regardless of how challenging or how tough it is for you to go through yung first 3 months, you are still gonna be well provided for. Hindi ka mawawalan. Okay? It's just that the season may feel a little extra dry. But this is where it gets interesting. Where is it gonna lead? We have a minor card. So all in all, if you're gonna compare this, and again, this is just coming from where you're currently coming from. Mas bigyan kita ng mas magandang way para mas ma-improve to because there is still a way for us to improve it. We have King of Swords as something to look forward to. King having a sword on his hand, and the sword in our tarot card can represent two things. Either it can be a form of wisdom or an actual weapon. This one resonates wisdom. And still, if you get a king, the king already has a kingdom sitting comfortably on his throne. So that means, and if you are a representation of a king holding a big sword of wisdom, that means no matter which situation will be presented to you, you can definitely rise above it, and you can even create strategies because you know how kings are. The kings are meant to make not just not just sound decisions. These are very wise decisions. And so if you're going to combine all these three cards together, all these three cards, these are very good cards, to be honest. These are three healthy looking cards. Although, yes, they are minor cards, it just gives you an idea of how much more you will work hard or kung ano pa yung mga i-invest mo as early as now so you can manifest a better future because, sabi ko nga, hindi pa naman nangyayari yung future. All it takes is for you to invest as early as now. That means we already have an idea na yung first parts of the month natin from January up to March can be a little challenging when it comes to work. So you do the hard work. So kung ano man yung mga, if you have a list of the clients o kaya yung mga projects that you're wanting to manifest on between the months of January to March, double the effort, double the manifestation. So do the hard work and pray harder. That's how we're going to give a better leverage in terms of energy shift. Marami pang time. This is still just October, almost done with the month, but still, it gives you more time to prepare. Okay? The more prepared we are, the more na we become very wise with our tactics. And so, you know what? When we improve on this, and I'm telling you, with the king, especially in the outcome here, definitely you will have what it takes to be a very good strategist when it comes to being very creative on how we can step out of that box and be more aggressive when it comes to our plans. My say, the more that you invest on your offerings, the more you invest syempre on your prayers and yung consistency natin, mas magi-improve pa to. Because remember, all it takes is for us to continuously improve our now. The key there for us to manifest more blessings in the future is to invest on our now. So in short, any form of energy that would in your thoughts that will generate abundance, yun ang gagawin. Anything in those decisions that will generate abundance in your decisions, yun ang pipiliin. And of course, from those two things, what we're going to take action for is another energy that always resonates abundance, and then you do it over and over. And definitely, powered with the prayers and the trust that you give to God, and especially in God's plans, I'm telling you, this will always improve pa. Thanks for joining our Tarot Tuesdays, and napakaganda naman ng natin pang jumpstart niyan. So, welcome everybody. I forgot to key in pala our guidelines for tonight. So let me just type it in here. Hello, Edgar. I would like to know if Angelica Maria of Sagittarius sees the messages I Okay. Anong Edgar, napaka napaka in-depth ng tanong natin. And also para naman hindi natin maisiwalat yung ating mga life experiences. I-send yun na lang sa direct message natin para ako lang nakakita para hindi alam ng lahat ng yung mga nangyayari sa atin. Para din to para sa inyo. Let me just type in our guidelines for tonight. Participate. Yan. And let me just pin this message. So to everybody who's wanting to participate in tonight's session, welcome po tayo. Libre lang magtanong. Just follow our guidelines here. All you need to do is to just simply share our live session for tonight in your social media and take a screenshot of that. And then pakisend lang po sa ating Facebook Messenger page. Sa Facebook page po natin ng Everyday Reiki with Marky. Wag po dun sa personal page ko because I'm to streamline all of the questions and magpa-participate for tonight. I am only checking the Facebook page. Okay? Okay, so tuloy-tuloy na natin. Okay, sige. Tingnan na natin yung next participant natin. Here we go. Okay, syempre suki na naman. Very good. Suki na naman yung ating next participant. Very good tayo. Okay. Master, makakatatlong units po ba ako this month of Okay. Nako, ayan na ang mga natin. Tignan natin ha. Nako. Oh, so career ang ating tanong. Okay, so tingnan natin. Okay, sige, tingnan natin. So the goal is to sell 3 units. Okay, so tingnan natin. Tingnan natin. Okay. Okay, this is the first card for you. Second card. Yeah. Third card. Okay. Okay, tingnan natin. Okay, so the first card is, okay, interesting. Okay. Teka, shot muna tayo ng kape para mas maraming energy. Ha! Ay, hindi, joke lang. joke lang. Ninervous tong tong current participant ko. Joke lang, okay? So, the first card, we have the Devil card. Okay, so this is your first card. This is a reflection of what it is right now. Okay, so this is according to the current energy, and this is a major card. Now, do not be too scared when we talk about, kasi alam mo, I've been practicing intuitive tarot reading for almost 6 years now, and one of the things that I too personally felt a little too intimidated, or at least a little fearful in participating in any readings, kahit yung sarili ko magpataro, never ko siya na-entertain or naisip gawin, because there are certain cards na nakakatakot pakinggan. Like halimbawa, itong Devil card, yung parang nandidemonyo. Okay, hindi naman siya ganoon. Every tarot card has a representation, like an energetic na meaning, or an energetic quality rather. It's literally like an adjective. Now, what the Devil card is about, literally this tells us of a little bias, okay? There's a little na tayo, when it comes to the Devil card, it reminds us na there are two sides of the coin, pero yung isang side lang yung nakikita natin. And right now, that side is really resonating all about the pressure that you're feeling right now. Okay, so I know there are so many things that you're motivating yourself with when it comes to work, especially when you are in the field of sales. Hindi madali yan, of course, pero yung energy that you're coming from right now, you are really motivated to keep pushing forward. But because the main emotion na pinanghuhugutan ng motivation is coming from pressure, and this is what the Devil card is telling us. Now, tingnan natin kung ano ang pwede nating ma-improve. Okay, once na in that question, if we are going to complete that. Oh my, aba. Wow, we have another major card, and this is the tarot the Chariot. Okay. Wow! I like this. I really, really like this. Okay, now the Chariot. Okay, so medyo kinikilig na yung ating participant, because the Chariot in a modern day representation, that's like a car. Okay, you in the ancient times, when you think of what the chariot does, it literally is a vehicle sa mga upper class. Okay, this can be kung medyo royal yung family, of their maybe prince or princesses or queens ng o kaya yung medyo nasa upper class, yung in Tagalog, karwahe. Ito yung sasakyan nila. So they have the means to go or to travel. In a modern day, this is a representation of a vehicle or a car. Na syempre, you know how it is. A car is meant for you to use and utilize so that you can travel from one point into another, one journey into another. But remember, the car or the means of transportation can always bring a lot of benefits, but it is not biased. So may times din na if you're not gonna use it well, or if you're, let's say, kung ikaw yung nagmamaneho, and if you're not that careful, if you're a little reckless driving, and then it can lead to possible accidents. It can help you, but it can also give a little or inflict harm if misused, or if you don't use it well, or if you're not going to be careful. But I'm telling you, what this card is about is that it's telling you that no matter, biglang gumanda actually, no matter which foundation, which emotion ang pinanghuhugutan natin ng motivation, is that you can use that energy so that you can keep pushing forward. Na You have the means if you would want to push forward. Literally, if you're driving the car, then step on the gas and you'll move forward. May ma-encounter kang stoplight, you can step on the gas and hit the brakes and hit the brakes and then take a pause, and then when it's green, and then you can already move forward again. Or if there is an opportunity for you to go back, pwede naman mag-reverse. Kung halimbawa, ay, ang layo na napuntahan ko but I need to turn back, then you can because you have the means to do that. Now, tingnan natin where the outcome is. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. Another major card. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is the Wheel of Fortune is the karma card. And lumabas siya sa'yo. And you know what? You got all three cards perfectly. That means I will not have any other answer but to solidly answer yes to that. And the cards are agreeing. So congratulations as early as now, but I want to remind you, the ending here is a karma. Number one, it is meant for you to get it. Number two, you earned it because it's a karma telling you that because of the hard work, because of the effort. I know you may be coming from a different perspective of a motivation, but if it's motivating you and if it's working well, then by all means, use it. But I would just want to remind you, syempre, na when we talk about yung source of motivation natin, when we talk about pressure, pag lagi natin pinipressure yung sarili natin, pag lagi nating yes, it can produce, pero pakiramdaman mo yung sarili mo while you're going through the pressure. Pakiramdaman mo yung katawan mo when it speaks of how it is needing some rest because of whole day, day in, day out after that long, tiring day of work. It's long hours of feeling pressure. It's long hours that you would have been feeling the happiness, yung fulfillment. There's fulfillment, but before you feel that, there's a tremendous form of pressure you will feel. Wala namang madali, I get that. But you have to also care for yourself. Because your career is just one aspect of your life. One role you are playing. Outside of work, you have other roles to play. You are not all about your career. Meron ka pang kailangan balancing iba sa personal na buhay mo. But I'm happy at least in this aspect of your life. That question I will answer solid yes. I can never have it any other way dahil it really is a reflection. 3 cards, and by the way, I'm telling you, malimit ako makakuha ng all perfect. Kung gaano karami yung the cards na idodraw ko, malimit ko siya makuha perfectly. Either 2 out of 3 are major or 1 out of 3. But there is no other way but for me to confirm yes, big yes, congratulations. So, as the last card entails, since you are ending with the karma card, that means you can continue from this energy and pick up where you left off and even continuously do this. But my say, yung motivation natin, let it be coming from a place of love instead. Let it come from a place of passion. Okay? Na no matter, and when you're, sabi ko nga kahit na gaano ka dali or kahirap, basta mahal natin and gustong-gusto natin yung ginagawa natin, it does not matter. We do not measure it. Hindi natin na-measure na, ay, okay lang, daming blessing, pero dami kong pinaghirapan dyan. Oo, pero ang ganda nga ng blessing, pero parang nalumpo ako after. Alam mo yung mga ganon? You have to also listen to your body and listen to the energies that you're also emitting because in the end, lahat ng mga bagay na yan, kayang-kaya nating ma-enjoy, kaya nating ma-improve and ma-develop. Pero yung katawan natin, what are the things naman that we are giving our body just because we want to be financially rewarded or to satisfy yung mga needs natin? Listen to your body well because the more that you do, lagi ko sinasabi to, lahat ng mga pangarap nyo sa buhay, kaya nyo yung ma-achieve yan. Kung healthy ang katawan, okay? Pero kung we are not giving the best for our body, then we may not also receive the best from it. But congratulations, ikaw na. Thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Maraming salamat. Oh my gosh, so Scout, hello. Thank you, Luis, for joining tonight. Maraming salamat. Hello, Leia. Watching your videos has inspired me to take up tarot. Oh, thank you so much naman. I teach this as well. We are gonna have another schedule this November. If you're we will be sending our new schedule for November. So watch out for that. If you would want to learn, I'll be happy to help you. Madali lang. It's just one day, matututo ka na. And the way I teach tarot, any forms of energies, mababasa mo. Hindi lang siya limited to tarot cards. Any form of energy, mababasa mo. So, we can talk about that offline. So, tuloy-tuloy na para marami tayong matulungan for tonight. Here we go. Yung next naman na ano natin, aba, suki. Okay, so, career for the next 6 months. Okay, sige, tingnan naman natin yung next participant natin. Career for the next 6 months. Okay, you know what? The more specific your questions are, the better. So I highly encourage. By the way, if you're gonna be asking about love life, paki-indicate na lang if you are currently single or in a relationship. Okay? Sige, okay, tingnan natin. Kayo ha, pangatlo na to puro career ha. Magtanong din kayo sa health. Grabe kayo, ha? Ayan na naman tayo. Ilang buwan na tayo nagaganito. Kailan ba mananalo yung puro solid, puro health yung babasahin ko for you? Okay, sige. Okay, tingnan natin ano naman daw ang energy ng career for the next 6 months. 3 cards for you, of course. Sige, first card, second card. Ayan, and here is your third card. So just like how ganda ng example nung second participant natin no, nakaka-inspire for you to get really all major cards. At least alam mo that's a solid assurance for you. But by the way, assurance yun, but you know, for you to improve on that energy even more, you have to keep going. Dapat continuous, dapat consistent. Remember, manifesting it is one, maintaining it and making consistency is another. Okay, so ito na yung first card natin. Oh, very good. We have 10 of coins. Again, pag may coins tayo, this really is talking about the abundance and prosperity. Magaan ng pasok, most especially, not just in the career side, okay, this looks very, very harmonious. So this is also something, hindi ko maano yung dahil sa ring light. This is teka, paano ba? Ayan. And then, this is also something that will give you an idea on how the relationship and the harmony when it comes to your career, it is very well balanced. I'm not seeing anything. By the way, you're up for some good training that will help you in your career even more. Be open to yung mga possible trainings outside of what is expected of you. Tsaka in your company, I know meron kayong like mga free online na mga workshops for added skills na you can join. May makukuha ka doon. I want you to explore because that is where this is coming from as well. Oh, ayun, exactly. Very good. We have the Six of Cups. Exactly where this is leading because kadugtong niya yung I want you to start opening yourself to learning something new, and it's not necessarily with your own department and your own skill set. I want you to start being comfortable stepping out of your comfort zone because this is a calling na medyo matagal na nagpe-presenta ng sarili niya, and because this will help you not just becoming more skillful with what you do, it's becoming a jack of all trades. I mean, especially in the corporate, look at it this way. If you're in a corporate setting, if you're wanting to climb the corporate ladder, of course, kung halimbawa, if I'm gonna be deciding kung sino pipiliin, so halimbawa, if a position is gonna be filled in, and then may dalawa na lang na pinagpipilian. So, kung sa dalawang pinagpipilian and kung ako yung pipili, ito yung mga options. So, both, of course, kung kayo ng pinagpipilian, that means both of you are qualified. Both of you have what it takes. Both of you really are. Kumaga, kayo nga yung dalawang pinagpipilian sa position. So you are both deserving of that. But kung yung isa, halimbawa, when you check the skills, when you check the credentials, there are 5 things that this person can do. Applicant number 1 can do 5 things. And then applicant number 2, pareho ng credentials, pareho ng background, educational background, ng expertise, pati ng tenure. Pero this one knows 5 things, pero this one knows 10 things. If I were to weigh things out, sino yung kukunin mo? Yung mas versatile o yung mas may lang, yung anong tawag dito? No, a little, yung no, just a certain amount versus the other, it is quite an edge. And where it leads to, okay, so this is really 10 of wands. This is really meant because this is going to give you an idea of how else you can improve your skills. And in the future, it gives you a leverage so that you can explore more and step outside of your current department and be up for a better opportunity. So that is going to lead you towards greater things. I say, since lumabas siya dito, start getting that opportunity and find an opportunity na checking online dun sa mga sa mga new skills na pwede mo matutunan, and it will be very beneficial for you. Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Okay, so what a very nice set of questions, and we are just starting, and I'm excited to help everybody else kasi nakita niyo yung difference niya. Mas in-depth yung ating mga magiging kasagutan. So, libre lang magtanong if you have any questions about your love life, your career, and grabe kayo ha, nakakatatlo yun, wala pang health ha, grabe siya. Okay, send them over, libre na magtanong. I'm going to give you 3 card spreads, and that will represent a clear in-depth experiences in the past, present, and in your future, so that hindi lang kayo, you're not only going to look forward on what's ahead, okay? You will have a very good gauge of what's happening right now in the present and what other energies may have affected you in the past. So, napakaganda. Ay, palaka. So, off with the next topic na tao. Welcome, welcome. Yan, okay. So, tingnan natin. Okay, ay shush. Ay sus, eto na naman. Nako, syempre, by the looks of it, mukhang career na naman to. Okay, syempre, sobrang suki na naman yung next participant natin. Since magbe-birthday na po ako by next week, November 3. Oy, advance happy birthday sa'yo. Ask ko po sana if magtutuloy-tuloy na ba yung magandang pagpasok ng benta po sa akin ng November. Okay, tignan natin yan. Okay? And first of all, anong tawag dito? Sa lahat, especially if you're, I shush, welcome. Sa lahat ng mga maraming kailangan ma-manifest, most especially sa work. Okay, sa work. If you're in sales and you know how it is, hindi talaga madali eh. Hindi talaga madali ang magtrabaho sa sales. I'm telling you, there is really a good way for us to manifest even more, and that is through charity work. And charity when every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, we perform a Hindu ritual. We call it the puja, and this is our way of praying. And through our offering, we also get to manifest. And so kung may mga gusto kayong ma-manifest, madali lang yan. Tutulungan namin kayo. So all you need to do is, kayo nila mag-provide nung i-offer namin na fruits and flowers. And then yun, and we will pray for your intentions. And so far, marami nang natutulog kaya. Mga congratulations sa mga, especially ang Team Mega World na continuously the past few months nagiging very solid ang mga nagiging sales because of the charity work. And it's not, of course, limited to that. Not all, of course, limited na you sending your mga fruits and flowers so that we can pray for you. It's not limited on that. I say, the more opportunity that you have to share your blessings, share lang ng share. Kasi literally, when you keep sharing, it also, the universe gets an idea na this person's ready for blessings kasi wala pa nga yung sobrang laking blessing pero namimigay na ng blessing sa ibang tao. Nagiging source of blessing na siya. Then all the more, kasi parang sinasabi mo kay universe na abundant na ako eh. Abundant na ako kaya marami akong sinishare. And then the universe will tell, hindi, mas abundant ako, mas bibigyan pa kita. And then mas itutuloy mo yung flow nun. The universe will be extra generous for the people who are also very generous to the people who are in need. So it is also not limited to you just donating to church, and it's not literally just monetary. You can offer a smile to a stranger or if you are someone who's often not extra kind to the people around you, be extra caring, be extra loving. You just need to, for you to manifest all these great things, you have to possess those great energies as well. All the way from California, USA. Thank you for joining. Yan, yung fellow Reiki master ko si Cathy. And you know what? I'm so happy because this is really, yung mga audience natin, it's a global audience that we have. We have Sweden, we have Thailand, we have, we have California. Thank you. May UAE din. So maraming salamat for joining tonight. Justin, maraming salamat. Oh, di ba? Agree, maraming salamat. Okay, so, tingnan na natin yung November energy para naman din sa ating current na participant. Okay? So, at saka magbo-birthday para maraming blessings. First card. And here is your second card. Teka, baka nagkapatong. Third card. Okay. All right. So, eto. Tingnan natin. What is the first card about? Oh, Ano ba yan? Very good. Okay, first card pa lang. Oh my gosh, we have a major card. Okay, oh, di ba? May isa na. Very good. Ay, shush, kinikilig na. Kala mo mga ano eh, no? May inaabang ang suspense na na blessing. Here is your card. This is the death card. Oh, kalma muna. I love the death card. Alam mo, personally, if I'm gonna do a reading for myself, I want that death card to happen. I want that to manifest because you know what? Just like how the devil card may seem, alam mo, in the surface, it may feel like, ala, meron bang madideds? Ba't ganun? Madideds ba ako sa work? Or madideds ba ako? Hindi siya ganun. Okay, so again, just like, well, from death comes rebirth. Okay, that's what this card is about. And the clear representation of the death card is an end of a bad chapter. And if this is where you're coming from, in short, tapos na. You're coming from, it is gonna be not just a new month, it's a new year for you because it's another year that we're going to celebrate. You are ending a bad chapter in which now you have a better understanding, a better strategy, and a better way on how you're going to manifest. Ah, and this is what the next card is about. Two of Cups. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. May nag-cheers. And in the tarot card, when it comes to the cups, it can mean two things. It can mean emotions, but depending on how the cups will be represented in the card, this one, kapag nag-cheers, kailan ba tayo nag-cheers? Kailan ba nagiinuman? Kapag may celebration. And so the second card will tell you that. The first card is telling you there is a brand new you, there is a brand new strategy, a brand new take, a brand new approach on how you're going to be working hard and doing it continuously. So this card is confirming that you will have more opportunities to celebrate more success, and that means this is also just like kailan mo mag-cheers, di ba? Minsan kapag may agreement, you say yes, then let's toast on it. So yes, I'm telling you that there is a high opportunity na abangan natin yung third because dalawa, one out of two na yung major card. But let's see the third one. Oh my gosh, you have another major card. This is the Justice card. Okay? Now, the Justice card though, bibigyan kita na ano. So, I'm telling you magiging maganda. Imagine that, 2 out of 3 major cards. Parang yung kanina, 3 out of 3. This one's 2 out of 3. Okay, but I'll give you another fair warning on this one because look at this. By the way, when we talk about this card alone, so in short, 2 out of 3 major cards, and these are both very positive cards. So maganda, 2 out of 3 major cards. So I will say, kung maganda ba, there's a high possibility that this will be even a lot better. So all it takes is for you to keep doing it over and over, manifest doing more charity work, and I'll help you with that. But also, this one, this one is a very good reminder for you because you know what? When we talk about this card, the energetic quality of the Justice card is about decision making. And are you sure of what to decide on? Sure na ba kung anong pipiliin natin? Hindi pa. And so in your career, there will be certain decisions that you're about to face. And you will feel this on the second week of November. Okay? There are some decisions that you may be considering. There may be some decisions that you've been wanting to go through, you've been wanting to ask yourself, but there's just doubt and fear. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. This is still going to linger by that time. but I want you to trustfully having 2 out of 3 cards. That is, if the question is, anong tawag dito? The energy that entails what will happen in November is just amazing. I want you to expect na when we talk about yung favorable, it is very favorable. All you need to do para mas mag-manifest pa ito na mas maganda is to continuously do what you do. Open yourself to more charity work. That's a very good way on how you can invest. My say, lahat ng magiging blessings mo, once you see yung rhythm and how we're going to manifest this and how yung guidance na binibigay ko sa iyo will be very fruitful as an added layer of strategy for you. Pag nakuha mo na yung consistency mo niyan, and sometimes kasi all it takes is for you to keep experiencing it. Sige nga, nakuha ko siya isang beses, can I make it consistent? Or, when I follow yung advice ni Marky, magtutuloy-tuloy ba kaya? And you know what? Sometimes all it takes is for you to do it over and over because remember, kung anong energy ang ilalabas natin, yun din makukuha natin. We cannot expect na we cannot expect na ang gusto nating makuha blessing kung ang mga ini-invest natin na energy is doubt and fear. Ang makukuha lang din natin in return is equally doubt and fear. So if you want to manifest abundance and prosperity, and then hindi tayo mag-i-invest ng energy na hindi ibig sabihin na hindi, that does not resonate those energies as well. We will get blessings if yung energy na ilalabas natin are all about blessings. Nothing about hate, nothing about anger, nothing about being lazy, nothing about being anything negative. Kung ang gusto nating na makuwang mga kasagutan ay positive, dapat positive lang ang bibigay natin. Okay? But definitely, you have a very fruitful birthday month ahead. Maganda na, kayang-kaya pang pagandahin. So as early as now, again, congratulations! And thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. My name is Marky Mendoza, everybody. Magandang gabi po. We still have a lot of time. Welcome. If you're new here, welcome. If you would want to participate in our session, libre lang po. Okay, all it takes is for you to share this live video, take a screenshot of that, and then please send it to our official Facebook page, send it in our inbox, and then akong bahala sa inyo. It's going to be very exciting because, again, if you've heard our first few participants, it's a very in-depth form of reading. Hindi lang natin titignan what's ahead. Bibigyan ko pa kayo ng guidance so that you know where you're coming from. You will know what the past, present, and future will bring. Okay? So, tingnan na natin. Yung ating next na participant, tingnan na natin. Okay. Okay. Naku, suki na naman natin ang ating next participant. Namaskar, Marky. Namaskar. Marky, spiritual journey guidance. Please turn ako what to do. Spiritual guidance. Okay, sige, tingnan natin yan. I love that question. I am very, very excited to answer questions about spirituality. I am very excited na to answer questions that would na ang focus is not just in the life aspects of love and in career or yung health natin, yung spiritual well-being natin. I love answering those questions. Sige, tingnan natin. Tingnan natin past, present, and future for you and yung mga guidance natin, okay? So, for the participant spiritual journey, here is going to be your first card. Here is your second card. And your final card. Here we go. Okay, first card muna tayo. Okay, we have a very good card here. We have 7 of coins. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. When we talk about the abundance, okay, and by the way, the abundance here, okay. Anong tawag dito? Look at it this way, the question is spirituality. But then again, one of the cards that we get here is talking about money, talking about the abundance. Now, some of us, if the question is, can someone be spiritual, but at the same time still live a modern kind of life, like working in a corporate setting, having a social life? Of course, it is normal because we're human beings. Tandaan natin, marami tayong roles that we play. And it doesn't mean that I'm in a spiritual path. I'm like in a monastery or parang living like a monk. I am not. I'm still living in a very modern day age, okay? And prior to that, I've been living a pretty much very mundane life. Like I'm all about working hard on weekdays and partying on weekends. That's the kind of life that I used to experience, only that it's different now, not just because it's pandemic. There are many activities na binawasan ko but majority na lang of the things that I'm doing are mainly in the spiritual, and according to my spiritual journey, majority of it, yes, but there are still things that I do outside of it, and that's part of it. Dito ang lumalabas kasi dito is that syempre one of the things is because you are working, you're a career person, and not just that, working in a corporate setting is also normal. It happens. Most of us are still there. But also, the people na nakakasalamuhan natin may not necessarily be spiritual. And that means they may not be as mindful as we are. That means they may not be as careful with their thoughts, decisions, and actions. And most of the time, that's the challenge. in a world wherein we can only control our own energy and externally hindi natin makokontrol, sometimes nandun yung challenge. Kasi para la I always get queries not just from here, pero yung mga students ko din, yung mga naturuan ko na. And then ang sinasabi nila sa akin is that alam mo the guidance na no, if you're going to understand the guidelines na how we become mindful, there are many tools, but when you're actually doing it and you're experiencing with people who are less mindful, woof, parang kailangan magbaon ng 10 basket ng pasensya. And I feel you. But you know what? This, I want you to know, I want you to know that in especially in the kind of work that you have, magbe-benefit ang spiritual path for you just because at least regardless if people around you are less mindful, ang pinakamahalaga naman, it's not about how they are, it's not about who they are and what they practice or if they're practicing anything or not. Ang pinakamahalaga is how you are, and this is such representing such a green, a very healthy, very organic na environment that also is a reflection of what your heart is about. So I like that because you are coming from a place na alam mo na you're ready to enrich your soul. Na you're able to establish how you're gonna be at work in your career and how you are as a person, as a career person. But look, you are here holding your heart, and that means you are also ready to enrich your soul on a spiritual sense. And your next card, ayun nga. So, I want you to know, to guide you on that, since sabi ko nga it's majority, and hindi lang yung people from work na minsan nagcha-challenge kasi nung spiritual journey natin. Even the people we connect with at home or our friends and family. Because this is what this card is about. Sometimes you start embarking that journey, pushing yourself forward, working hard, working double on how you're going to be extra mindful. Pero yun nga it's the people around us that may not sometimes become 100% as supportive or as 100% as understanding as we expect them to be. And oftentimes kasi, ang nagiging gauge natin, when it comes to them, pag tayo, we can easily adjust, adapt, and be loving and supportive towards the people we love, but it may not be 100% the case for everybody. Let's see the third card here. Okay. Definitely, you know what? Okay, we have the Six of Coins here. You will eventually find the balance on that. And sabi ko nga when it comes to your spiritual path, all it takes is for you to understand that the spiritual path that we are taking, number one, it does not mean na a person going through a spiritual path, it does not make us far better than others. Na it doesn't mean the only people in the spiritual path are sila lang yung okay, sila lang yung magagaling, sila lang yung mga matitino. Hindi naman totoo 'yon. Okay, hindi yun totoo. No matter where we're coming from, us in a spiritual path, it's just reminding us na no matter what priorities we have in our life or no matter how our life unfolds, mindful tayo. Mindful tayo na if we can choose love versus hate, anger, jealousy, etc., we will choose love. We will choose understanding. We will choose respect. Na in which not everybody may have that same decision because let's face it, ako, before I started living a mindful life, I'm not mindful at all. I'm all about patol. Alam mo yun? Papatulan ko yung bad energy. That's what my energy is about. I'll do you good. If you do good, I'll do good to you as well. But if hindi maganda yung binigay mo sa akin, you'll also feel it. Hindi maganda. Honestly, hindi maganda. And it's an experience that I now see a huge difference na the way I respond to how life unfolds for me. And oftentimes, I end up with bitterness. And there's a huge difference. And now, ngayon, when I see myself, halimbawa, anything that I am manifesting, I'm wanting to manifest, and then eventually hindi ko siya ma-manifest before, I'll take it against, not just against myself, but sometimes I become a little too disappointed that I become not so best friends with myself. Yung disappointment ko sa sarili ko, I feel like I'm worthless. I feel like I'm if I'm not gonna get it, it's like all or nothing. And it makes me feel less of a person. Na no matter how I get the love and support externally, parang internally, I can't even feel the satisfaction and the at least the support. Sa sarili ko na lang yun na hindi ko pa maramdaman. And so it's so challenging. But you know what? You going through your spiritual path, I'm telling you, etong spiritual path, primarily, para sa'yo. Para sa'yo, hindi yan, teka, nag-zoom yung ano ko, okay. Hindi itong spiritual path natin is para sa atin and hindi lang siya para sa ibang tao. Primarily, this is for you. Primarily, this is for your own experiences na lahat ng mga priorities mo sa buhay, na when you become mindful, when you choose to become mindful, kahit gaano kahirap, kahit gaano katagal, o kahit gaano ka sunod-sunod yung mga blessings natin, we all know that we're just gonna keep choosing love because we, in the end, are always gonna get love. And then eventually, when just by sticking to love, just by continuously choosing love, nahihila natin yung abundance, nahihila natin yung prosperity, nahihila natin yung maraming-marami pang love. And we get to be inspired even more because there are now people who are starting to become inspired with our story. Tandaan mo, it's the same path na kung ano man yung path na pinagdadaanan ko, it's the same na pwede mong pagdaanan because it's indeed the path less taken. Not just that, not just that, alam ko commonly sasabihin natin na hindi madali. Pero hindi rin siya imposible. And meron lang tayong adjustment phase na kailangan pagdaanan in which hindi lang naman sa spiritual path, anything something new. Anything that is also important for us na gusto nating ma-master. Anything that we would want to prove kung kaya natin, all we need to do is to give it our all and to be extra patient and loving sa sarili natin. And when we do, you'll definitely improve more on this. Now, is there gonna be any particular warning? Patience. Maging patient ka lang lalo sa sarili mo. And lalo na sa mga experiences, sa mga tao who will be contributing, syempre sa experience mo ngayon. Diba? Kala Beans ay shush. Kala Beans approves. And Kala Beans will tell you na congratulations, magandang spiritual path mo. Say hi to everybody. Diba? Maganda naman yung spiritual path ng participant natin. Ay shush. Sige. O sige, say hi to them. O see you later. O sige, mamaya mag-fetch tayo. Ha? Okay. Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Maraming salamat. Napakagandang question. And uh, I hope to get more progress from you. Kasi kaya naman tayo nandito eh. Ito talaga yung support system din natin. And you know how amazing that is. Kahit na hindi tayo 100% magkakakilalang lahat. Imagine the kind of impact we will give each other. The kind of support we can give each other. Napakaganda. First of all, nawala yung may napindot yata ako at nawawala yung mga Teka. Bakit nawala yung mga comments inyo hindi ko makita? Teka. Pero naririnig nyo naman ako. Paano ko ba malalaman ko ano? Okay. Okay. Pero nakikita nyo naman, okay, naka-live pa rin naman tayo here. But, what happened? Teka nga. Sorry, mga nagiging technical ako. But, I'm just not seeing the comments here. Teka. Okay. Pero okay naman, nakikita nyo naman ako. Hindi ko lang makita yung comments. Ano kaya napindot ko? Sorry naman. Okay, sandali Okay. O basta, let's proceed to our next. Ay, welcome po. Let's proceed to our next participant na. Okay. Okay. Wow, meron tayong bagong participant. Okay, thank you. Teka, tingnan ko nga. Okay, very good. My first time here. Maraming salamat. Welcome. Okay naman, no? Hindi ko lang nakikita yung comments sa iba. Kailangan maayos ko ito mamaya. Sorry na. Kailangan ko makita yung comments ninyo. Teka nga, try ko one more time. Okay. Okay. Sandali. I think I know what to do. Okay. Oh, in fairness, walang nangyari. Hindi ko alam. Hindi talaga ako ganun ka-techie. Sorry na ayusin ko na lang later. Can I ask how my career with Mega... Oh, sige, binuking mo naman yung ano natin. Pero sige, ayun tuloy nasabi ko na. But okay, sige, career, future, and how my future with my... Ay, shush! Career and love. Pero sige, one question at a time muna tayo. Ubusin muna natin yung yung queue. I will prioritize your first question, and if maubos natin yung queue, I'll have some follow-throughs with you. No? Tingnan naman natin yung... Ay, shush! Inuna yung ha. Tingnan muna natin yung career. So, tingnan natin yung career with anong tawag dito, your future with Mega World sa career. Okay. So, and by the way, you know what? Anong tawag dito? Whew, the way you position your first question is a little too vague. Anong tawag dito? So it's like it's a very general na question. Kung bigyan kita ng option here, gusto mo bang mag-focus sa sales? Kasi kung we talk about the whole picture of your career in Mega World, it's a little too general. Okay, so pero kung ang goal mo is specifically is to closing sales, kasi this one, it's just gonna give you an overview or how it will look like. Okay, it's not that specific. So I'll give you an opportunity. Would you want to focus on sales, or would you want to see lang how in general your career with Mega World would look like? Sa sales mismo, sige. All caps pa. Sige. Ang intense naman. Okay, sige. Tingnan natin. Okay, sa sales. Okay, tingnan natin. And, by the way, would you want, para mas specific, kasi again, if focusing on sales, kailan? Is it this month, next month? Kasi kapag hindi ganun ka-specific, it's again just a general overview for it. Is there a month na mas gusto mong makita? Is it this month? Next month ba? Kailan ang mas for you? Ayan. November. Okay, tingnan natin for November. Kamusta naman yung career natin for November? Ay, palaka. Okay, tingnan natin. First card. Second card. Here is your third card. Okay. So, tingnan natin. Oh, okay. We have first card, we have 6 of Wands. Okay. So, just like you know how this looks like. So, this, every time we get wands in our tarot cards, it means effort, hard work, hard labor, hard effort. And this is also gonna be a representation how you are also working with your team. So this is like the energy of working in teams, the camaraderie in your in working in teams is really present. In short, maganda yung energy na nagtutulungan kayo. Focus on that genuinely, ha? Focus on that genuinely, because sometimes kapag nahahaluan yung intention natin, magre-reflect din yan. So far with the green, with the very green na environment here, that also resonates the organic na environment. So that means it's a very pleasant environment, but keep it that way. In short, you will also benefit as you're getting your rhythm to be working in teams na you help support each other. Kasi in times, especially yung energetically, kapag nagbibigay din tayo ng space, we allow space for helping others. That is another form of charity work. Sa totoo lang. So, anong tawag dito? Just make sure that you and your team are genuinely loving and supporting each other, because that will give you a good jump start. Kasi it will be challenging for November. The energy that you're coming from right now, medyo challenging. Because as you're, anong tawag dito, naramdaman ko na nga sa iyo right now na hindi pa natatapos yung buwan, you're already feeling the pressure. You're already feeling na okay, yung mahihit ko na siya, pero yung hihinga lang ako ng konti, and then I have to start over again, and it's gonna be a new set of challenges and a new form of pressure I will have to keep feeling over and over. Matapos ko yung next month, and then the next na naman yung susunod. So it can be very, very challenging. Oh my gosh, we have a major card, and this is one good card. We have the Moon card right here. And so sa mga sanay na sa mga Team Mega World natin, kapag nakakuha ng Moon card, this is actually a very sweet surprise na, in short, for a month of November, you are up for some sweet surprise. So that's 1 out of 3 na. And the kind of sweet surprise, I'm telling you, there lies a strong mystery there na before you go through and before you get this sweet surprise pala, please expect that you are gonna go through an emotional roller coaster ride. That means you're gonna feel not just mixed emotions, you're gonna be feeling more pressure that sometimes it may allow you to feel a little restless emotionally, pero kumapit ka lang because the moon card is gonna offer you a sweet surprise for November. Okay, so this is the last card is another minor card. This is the Eight of Cups. Look at that. Nandiyan na naman yung moon. Nandiyan na naman yung moon. Importante to. Coming from the energy nung umpisa na ang hirap, ang dami mong effort, ang dami mong energy na kailangan ilalabas. This is a clear representation of that. And this is where it's gonna lead to. Now, look at this place, this area first that looks a little dark, pero nalampasan mo na siya with the guidance of the moon. And look at that. There are cups under there, which all signifies celebrations. So those are 1 out of 3. When it comes to sale, there's 1 out of 3. So there's a good chance that you're going to be closing a sale. But it can be more. But the goal there is charity work again. For you to excel on this even more and to secure more assurance, ay syempre maraming charity work ang kailangan natin. So my say, maganda na yung next month mo. Pwede pa natin siyang pagandahin. You can start as early as now. And I want you to keep trusting, syempre. I want you to trust that you just don't have the skills. Okay? You have the heart for this. And hindi ka chamba-chamba lang. Okay? Baka sometimes yun yung isa sa mga nag-aano sa'yo. One of the things that may hold you down is because of the lack of trust sa sarili. Trust your capacity. Trust that you have the ability to do this over and over. Trust that you really have this natural gift. Because if you do, that's another investment na binibigay mo sa sarili mo. What are the energies are we investing sa sarili natin? Because these are the energies na kakainin natin every day. Ito yung energies na we're willingly telling ourselves. So yes, we're not perfect. There are things, there's always room for growth. Pero are you gonna belittle yourself? Are you gonna, ang breakfast, lunch, and dinner ba natin are all instead of positivity? Are we feeding our mind, body, and soul with negativity? Yan ba yung gusto natin ipakain? Of course not. And the more we become mindful of our energies, kasi I'm telling you, oftentimes kasi, we become our very best at work, pero binubuhos natin lahat ng magagandang energy natin at work, pero yung pagdating sa personal life natin, sometimes we fall short. And I'm telling you, when we talk about yung ini-invest natin na energy, don't think na yung ini-invest natin na energy is only going to yield blessings sa work natin and that's the only blessing that we have in our life. Hindi po siya ganon. You do the mindfulness exercises basically in your whole life. Hindi kayong mindful ka lang when it comes to work. Pagdating sa personal, hindi masyado. Yung mas mindful ka lang when it comes dun sa kung saan nagdadala ng blessings. Pero dun sa hindi masyado. When we talk about the positive shift and the mindfulness, it should be something that will be reflecting saan ba? Yung heart natin. And so I always say this sa lahat ng mga students ko. When we talk about Reiki, when you talk about mindfulness, when we talk about living a spiritual life, the best measure of that is not just how well you've discovered it as a wisdom, not how the wisdom that we possess or the knowledge we possess is all that we have. Pero kung hindi yan magre-reflect sa puso natin, we need to reassess that. It has to be something that reflects our heart as well. Ang totoong lesson ng Reiki, ang totoong lesson ng mindfulness, ang totoong lesson ng spirituality, dapat nararamdaman natin yan sa puso natin. And it should be something that everybody will feel towards you as well. Okay? Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. Maraming salamat. Time check. We have 32 minutes to take in more questions. But let me remind everybody, please stay. Please stay all throughout our session for tonight dahil sa lahat po magsistay, you are up for such a great treat. We are providing a raffle sa lahat ng mga nanonood, sa lahat ng mga subscribers, and sa mga suki ng Tarot Tuesdays and Tarot Thursdays, and more so our YouTube channel. To give back, we are giving away prizes sa lahat ng mga loyal at mga suki natin na nanonood ng ating YouTube channel. And what we're gonna be giving away, we're gonna be giving away workshops. And again, we teach this. And every month, this is steady, by the way, every month, and every session that we have, we are going to be asking your names at the end of our session. And then it allows you to have one raffle entry every time you join in, every time you tune in and listen, every time we have our live sessions. And first raffle natin will happen this Sunday, October 31st. And yung mga winners natin doon, we will do it live. You will win two chances na, two winners ng ating emotional healing workshop, two winners of crystal work for modern living na workshops, two winners and two participants sa ating meditation and life-changing mantras na class, two winners of Reiki 1 class with me, and one lucky winner of a Vedic astrology reading. And that is because you are continuously supporting and loving us. And syempre, hindi kayo nakakalimot sa pagsuporta sa amin. And this is our continuous support din na hindi lang kayo may natututunan sa amin. We can help you even more as we teach you what we know in spirituality. So stay. Sa lahat ng mga mag-stay towards the end of our session, I will be asking for your names. Kaya lang nga pala, I need your names in the comment section. Sige, tignan natin mamaya kung paano ka maibabalik yun. Okay, or you can also just send it dun sa inbox natin later on, ha? Pakisend lang yun sa inbox natin. Ay, shush, bumibisita na naman tong anak ko. What do you need this time? Ay, shush, tinan mo siyang ganun. What do you need this time, anak? Ay, shush. Okay, sige. Later we will play, ha? Okay. So, may time pa. Tingnan na natin para marami pa tayong matulungan today. So, next. Tingnan naman natin. Ayan. So, na naman natin yung next natin. Okay. Guidance sa Career Master, and what does this week offer me and for the coming month? Okay. So, go. This week. Okay. So, tingnan natin. Guidance for the career for the coming week. Tingnan natin. Okay, tingnan natin yung first card. This is your first card. Yan, this is your second card. And your third card. By the way, bago ko makalimutan, if you have mga supernatural experiences, or if you are also just like me na masyadong fan ng mga supernatural, please join us this Thursday in our Facebook page. We're gonna go live. But we're gonna be taking a pause sa mga ating reading sessions and to give way for our Halloween special. So, if you're interested in hearing stories, my own personal experiences about the supernatural, because you've been hearing things about syempre yung mga guidance ko, but that's not the only experience na my own direct experiences. Meron din naman ako mga kababalaghan specials, and I'm gonna be excited to share that. Okay, magtakutan tayo on Thursday. And I would want to know if you're also experiencing some, and I can help you. If you are someone who is experiencing a little supernatural, let's say may experience ka na you wanted to see or validate kung totoo ba yung nakita mo, because I can do that. I can go back in time and I can feel the energies on depending on what experience you're gonna be wanting me to share. I will help you on that. And also I can help them to a certain extent kung meron kayong mga may current situation na at home, may mga a little untoward, especially may mga gumagalaw-galaw ng mga gamit dyan, may mga narinig-rinig. So, I can also help on that. Okay? So, sige na, trabaho na tayo. Na-excite lang ako because it's a Halloween special. Siguro, tignan na natin. So, career for our next participant, tignan natin your first card. Oh, okay. Very good. We have a major card on the first one. And you know what? This is a very good reflection of what strategy and lahat ng mindfulness na binigay nitong current participant natin. You've done well. Okay, so in short, you're already enjoying yung how a new form of strategy na talagang involving the trust in spirituality, the trust in charity work, the trust and how you're gonna be more abundant. You're doing it. Okay, so second card, tignan. Oh my God. Major card again. Oh my God! I'm so happy! Kinikilig ako sa mga kinikilig ako sa inyo dahil napakaganda. 2 out of 3 na. Wala ako. This is a very, very strong na major card because this is the High Priestess. It's a very wise energy. And in short, you will develop more strategy. You will develop more assurance because you already know how the universe works. Tingnan natin. Yun lang. 2 out of 3. The third is a minor card, but also, here's the thing. I will say yes, 2 out of 3. That's already very good, honestly. So, a very high possibility na yung mga gusto mo ma-manifest. 2 out of 3. That's really saying yes, a very high, indeed, a very high possibility. Only that you're starting to feel pressured again. Okay, so look at this card. Nako po. Okay na yung first eh. Tapos biglang nakakaramdam na naman ng pressure, okay, ng uncertainty, okay? And I know how it is. I mean, parang sabihin natin, Marky, come on, easier said than done. Hindi kasi ikaw yun nandito eh. But you know what? I've been there. Hindi na lang yan ang life ko ngayon, but I was there before. Na I used to be in sales na kind of work, and I know how it is na every time you have to go to work, not just being your best, but you're always praying, Lord, kahapon nakuha ko yung quota ko. Makukuha ko ba yung quota ko today? Bigyan mo naman ako ng quota today. Ano yung ganun? It's really something that through time I realized, and it's not for me just because my mental health was already at stake. And I was already dragging myself to go to work. And because I was letting the pressure kick in. I feel the pressure is in front of me, but I wasn't mindful. Nagpapalamon talaga ako sa anxiety. Nagpapalamon ako dun sa takot na, okay, I made it today, but will I be consistent? Ang dami kong fear. Lahat ng nilalabas ko, biro mo, papasok ako, I'm full of fear. Imbis na papasok ako ng full of love. Imbis na papasok ako ng full of trust. Imbis na papasok ako ng masayang-masaya ako. Papasok ako, nag-a-alarm pa lang yung nagmumura na ako. Nag-a-alarm pa lang yung phone ko para for me to prepare for work. Pero doon pa lang, at the sound of my alarm, hindi na ako masaya. And so eventually, I had it. Umalis talaga ako doon just because it wasn't for me. But there are people who are meant for this. And you are here for a very good reason. But sometimes, this is really a good reflection ng ng roller coaster ride. There are really gonna be blessings that will outpour consistently. But, syempre, sabi ko nga whenever we get the blessings, the goal there is to continuously do what we're doing best and to sustain it and to become very resilient all throughout. Consistency is key. Continuous commitment is another here. Yung continuous commitment natin in doing our charity works and yung willingness for us to go through. May say be always willing to also go through yung hardships ng trabaho natin without being too hard on ourselves. Okay ba yun? Possible ba yon for you to be okay facing these challenges? Oo naman. Na you are willing to go through this kasi alam mo, hindi ka pinarurusahan. Kasi alam mo, eventually, you just need to learn something. You just need to work hard. You just need to be consistent. And yun ang consistent din tinuturo sa'yo ng Diyos in your career. And it's not just on your career. Practically, this is something that you can apply in life. Okay? Kumbaga, the strategies that you apply for you to rise above the challenges in your career also is the same reflection kapag merong mga life-changing, life-threatening, or mga changes that happen in our personal life as well. Those are the same principles that you're going to apply. Now, you're going to be extra patient, not just how we work, but how we deal with our life as well. The same equal passion in resolving yung mga life experiences natin. Not just in our career, but also in our personal life. Na-apply natin lahat yun. So, a good reflection that you're also doing well in your career is that if the same patience, strategy, and the same passion and love na binibigay mo sa work mo is something that you equally do in all of your life aspects, and then very good. But as we are still getting our rhythm in that level of comfort, you will always feel na kailangan isa-isa siya, gradual. Career muna, but it is a personal life yun. There's more to fix, there's more to improve yung ganyan. Eventually, you'll get there. Kasi right now, all I'm saying is that All I'm saying is that here, when it comes, ito yung nararamdaman na natin sa puso natin kapag we're going to start over. Yung assurance na nabibigay natin sa sarili natin is when alam natin that the certainty is there and then we feel assured. But there will always be times na we're coming from the opposite side. Na we may start our new month or our new goal setting na hindi certainty yung sasalubong sa atin. Sometimes there will be uncertainty. And how are you gonna be ready to face that without being too hard on yourself? So I say, ang ganda-ganda-ganda na ng chance. All it takes is for you to be willing to go through. Yung parang relationships yan eh. Through thick and thin. Through the blessings and the hardships of our career, dapat we are always willing to go through it. Laging may lesson yan. Just be willing to embrace these lessons. Thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. So, wow. Wala pang health. Grabe kayo. Grabe yung puro career. Okay, grabe. Paano din tayo mapupush yung career ko wala nagtatanong sa health? Grabe kayo. Okay. So, next na tayo. Okay, tingnan naman natin. O yun, very good. Napaka naman, suki ulit yung next natin. So, if makakaabot naman po, general reading lang po for me. Perhaps a message that I need to hear from the universe, please. And thank you so much po. Okay. So, this is again very general, ha? And anong tawag dito? The message kasi, alam mo, ganito siya eh. I highly encourage everyone, kapag may chance kayo na pag may chance na kayo na pag na yung questions nyo na masasagot natin sa pila, this is really your opportunity to be very specific. Kasi ganito message. If the message here, pwede kasi na there are messages that are you're really needing to hear for your career, pwede sa personal life, pwede sa love life. It's a little too, masyado siyang vague. So, bigyan kita ng chance. Saang aspect ng life, ayan na, nakita mo na. Saang aspect ng life yung gusto mong message? Career. Okay, so sige, yung message for your career. Sige, tingnan natin. Okay, tingnan natin. Message for your career. First card. Second card. Third card. Okay, tingnan natin what energy you're coming from in the past. Okay. Oh, okay. So, okay, we have the Ace of Swords here. This is a minor card. You are definitely equipped. When it comes to your career, diba? Oh, tingnan lang natin yung face natin. Masyado, okay. Yes, Kala. Ay, shush. Oh, sige. Oh, shush. Oh, sige na nga. Oh, fetch. Oh, here. Ayun. Oh, okay. Sorry na. Tingnan lang natin yung ating serious face here. Ay, shush. Okay, more? Ay, shush. Okay. Okay, asaan? Oh, fetch. Okay. Sorry na. Okay. So, tignan lang natin yung face natin here. Masyado tayong seryoso. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, it's not bad. But, anong tawag dito? I know kasi ang dami mong pinagdaanan in the past. Okay? And you've come from experiences na you learned it tough love the hard way. Kumbaga, your own skills, your own experiences, and all of the things na pwede mo, the good, the bad, and the ugly na pagdaanan mo, and you're willing, you've learned from the best. Yes, but is it always the best experiences? Oftentimes you have to go through many things first, and then you get to learn it. You get to experience blessings, and then because you have very good na foundation from your mentors, good training, yung ganyan. And oftentimes you learn from these experiences because there are people involved na hindi ganun kaganda yung mga experiences, and then you have to learn something. Or also, the approach that you learn may not necessarily be always good, but then again, you have to learn it. You have to learn the ropes, kumbaga. Yun, ay shush. Okay. Sorry na. Aso talaga yung yung pusa. Nagfe-fetch eh. Okay, so, but, definitely one thing is for sure, you always have the best intentions. You've gone through many forms of experiences, lahat ng spectrums ng pwede mong pagdaanan mo. But in the end, you always, no matter how you learned it, no matter who, the people that you've experienced these learnings with, no matter how smooth or the opposite the experiences are, Ang maganda, you turned inward and you told yourself, okay, how do I help myself with these experiences? And what did I learn from these? That's where you're coming from. It. Ah, another major card. We have the Empress. The Empress is like the queen, and also it's like the mother that gives birth to not just blessings. It gives birth to new perspectives. Okay, new perspectives. It allows you to discover what else you can do in your career. And and I'm telling you, in your experiences in your career, sa sobrang dami mo na experience, sa sobrang dami mo nang naikutan, anong tawag dito, you can see, pag nilista mo lahat ng mga learnings and the wisdom na natutunan mo, it will if the only thing that you're waiting for is, am I ready to take on a next role, am I ready to evolve and to take on uh a new line of business that is a little out of my comfort zone. I'm telling you, you can do it. If you're just waiting for the assurance na can I make it? Na am I capable of that? Don't doubt. Don't doubt. You can give birth to so many new things. Ah, you have another you have another major card. Yun, we have the Hangman. Okay, let's see what this is actually a card na one of the cards na I will be mindful kapag ito yung nabunot. Ah, okay. 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 And I know you are wanting to think things through. Okay, to take a pause and to think things through. Na you're asking yourself, it's not just about you being ready. It's thinking, before I embark on something new, can I take a break? Can I pause for a bit? Can I really assess it first and really give it a good thought? Because there's a part of you that's wanting to discover, if I were to explore, is it here or is it elsewhere? If I were to explore my capacity, am I willing to do this with the same people that I'm with right now? Or am I willing to test the waters? This card is telling you to really assess it well first. And you really deserve to have a well balanced decision. In the end. Anak, what was that? Oh, where is it? I want you, I want you to also honor that part of you that's asking to really assess it first. To really not decide on that fully yet. But what I would want to ask yourself as part of the process na pagtitimbang natin on how we're gonna make this decision is, we need to know if we are still willing, because one way or another, it may not necessarily be the same set of people that we're gonna be encountering. But ayun, nakita mo si Ka, ayun ako, ayun, oh yes, yes, nako po, ano yun? Ah, sige, oh here, where is it? Yung tanong talaga natin is, there. Oh, ayun na, binato ko na, get it? Okay. Ang magiging tanong talaga natin dyan is that, kahit na hindi sila it's a different set of people, it's a different kind of environment, it's a different kind of role, but it will be the same similar energies that you will encounter. It will be the similar experiences that you may encounter because the lessons are still there. Oftentimes, the lessons hindi lang it's about how did my career change me? How did it change my perspective as a person? How did it shift my energies into becoming not just a better version, am I the kinder version? And are the people that are with me in this journey, are they also equally giving that? Are they resonating on the same energies? Oftentimes, sa atin lang. But other people outside of us, sometimes yun yung hindi natin kontrolado. And that is where most of the lessons we get to experience, not just our own. Sometimes it has to involve other people. And are you willing to go through new sets of lessons and experiences with other people, knowing that in the past, these people may have contributed to those not so smooth experiences? And sometimes it has left us with a scar, it has left traumatic experiences. How do we take a pause from that as well? Oh, where is it, Anna? So I want you to assess that as part of your preparation. Kasi your heart calls for it. Your heart calls for a pause as well. Not because you're tired, not because you're not because you're tired, not because you are anong tawag dito, not deserving of more blessings in your career, but because you've been bending backwards too many times. And anong tawag dito, you have to finally think of yourself then. Kamusta naman yung sarili ko whenever I get to absorb most of the lessons. I yes improve, yes I change, I get the benefits at the end. That's good training. That's good way of seeing things. Pero while we are experiencing it, while we are going through it, hindi siya 100% smooth sailing. And how do you help yourself kapag ganyan yung mga experiences? Ano naman yung mga checks and balances natin para hindi tayo bibigay in the end? Because right now, there really is a lot of reassessment. More so, kumbaga yung tatag ng loob natin to go through more of these experiences in this career. Na it's because it's the environment itself. It's the kind of work. It's the kind of energy that entails the kind of work that you have. And so if the next question is how's my mental health, how is it affecting my personal life, yung ganyan in the works, yes, it's fruitful because I feel challenged at the end of the day. It's fulfilling because I get to exercise my intellectual capacity, my EQ, my emotional capacity and all. But in the end, tatanungin pa rin natin niya if we take a step back, is it healthy? And you have a very hefty good amount of experience with you. The good balance of it. Asan yung ano natin, anak? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. So, may say, take a pause and reassess everything well, but you are capable. Okay. Just the next questions na you're gonna ask yourself is how much more you're willing to go through all of this over and over. Okay. Thanks for joining. Dandahan, anak. Okay. Thanks for joining Tarot Tuesdays. So we still have time. 10 more minutes. We can entertain another question pa. Okay. Okay, tingnan natin. Ayun, sakto naman. Aba, sakto ka. Okay. Hi, Master. I want to ask the energy of my love. Aba. Lately po kasi I'm hanging out with someone. Ay, shush! Ano pong kahihinatnan? Ay, shush. Ay, shush. May love life. Oh, sige, tingnan natin. Tingnan natin ang love life. Ay, shush. Ay, shush. Love life daw siya. Sige, tingnan natin. Tingnan natin. Nagulat ako. I was expecting career, ha? Pero ginulat mo ako sa question ng love life. Ikaw na. O, ikaw nang seeing someone. I'm very happy for you. Tingnan natin ang energy ninyong dalawa. Okay. And by the way, bago ko naman sagutin to, tandaan, kung ano man ang lalabas sa energy ng cards na yun, don't let it stop you from don't let it stop you from whatever comes out of this, whether it's favorable or not so favorable. Do not let this stop you from getting to know the person. Because remember, all it takes is for us to know where we are at. And whether it's favorable o hindi, the willingness for us to keep trusting each other in the process, nandun yung talagang susi. Because you cannot fully say na in the first few dates, yun na yun eh. Or in the first few weeks or maybe months that you're gonna be dating or getting to know each other in that sense, na yun na yun. That's just a tip of the iceberg, di ba? Just like how it is in your career, di ba? Tandaan, manifesting it is one, but continuously having it and consistently having it is another. And so you have to be mindful as well. So parang kung ano strategy natin sa career, ganun din syempre sa love life. Mamamanifest natin, yes. Or we will see where we're at. If it's not so good, we can make it good. But definitely, the continuity, syempre yan ang pinakaano natin. Okay? So tingnan natin. First card muna. Love life din yung dalawa. Tingnan natin. And finally, shush. Kumalma ka lang, huwag ka nervous na nararamdaman kita. Okay, so okay, this is okay. Ay shush. Okay, very good. We have the Five of Wands as the first card. The energy that you're coming from. We have the Five of Wands. In short, I'm busy. Okay. Mostly, sino ba mas busy? Naglalabanan ng pala ng busyness. Okay, naglalabanan ng busyness. Naglalabanan ng mga priorities, ng mga priorities in life. which is good actually. Both of you are coming from a place of the hard work. Both of you are coming from a place na alam niyo yung priorities niyo sa buhay. That's not equally bad, honestly. That's really good. Anong tawag dito? Tsaka, how good is that na you get to share your life with someone who has the same passion, who has the same goals, dreams, and aspirations in life. Maganda yun, actually. So in short, I hope you don't take it against each other. And this is not just, this may be something that I'm saying direct dun sa participant natin. But of course, when we talk about, when we talk about yung ano natin, yung goals, dreams, and aspirations sa ating dalawa, di ba? Maganda yung ano eh, maganda yung you get to see na when you get to say yes to going through life together, maganda na you both know how to make it work for each other. Na alam nyo na it's not just about how both of you can provide for yourselves in the future or to have a steady foundation in the future. Na alam nyo na both of you are willing to work. Kung hindi lang yan sa aspect ng career. Pero the equal hard work that you give in your career is the same amount of energy that you can give to keep growing the love that you have for each other. So that's a very good thing. The next, ay shush. Okay. The Page of Swords. Tingnan mo naman. Oh my gosh. Look at this, taking that big leap. Ay shush. So far, both of you are seeing the value. Look at that. Both of you are seeing the value of who you both are and how you two can play a big role in this relationship and to make it even better. So far, it's really looking really good. Kasi, look at this cow taking that big leap. Parang, ay shush, gano'n na ba kayo katagal na nag-ano at mukhang nagpo-progress na ito because mukhang patalon na eh. Oh. Look, ay shush, mukhang patalon na eh. You're about to take that big leap. But tingnan, ay shush. Of course, you know that both of you, you're both heaven sent. Na it's a gift that you're ready to receive. It's a gift that you both deserve. It's looking really, really good. All in all, I will say na it's really a very good progress. Is there work? Is there more work left to do? Yes, there is. Because again, manifesting your love for each other is just one. It's only the tip of the iceberg. But the continuous work on how you get to know each other, yan pa yung kailangan nating strengthen. Tsaka, and train each other that no matter what is in front of you, whether both of you have extra time or hindi, how do you train each other on that? How do you keep supporting each other in terms of the time that you have for each other and for the career, and as you all both rather balance your time and energy for all of your priorities, kasi hindi lang naman yung pagmamahal niyo sa sarili sa inyong dalawa yung priority ninyo. You also have your careers, you have your families, you have your own goals, dreams, aspirations for the people who you love. In short, when it comes to your individual dreams, how do you support each other? How do you help each other? How do you become each other's support system? Na no matter how chaotic or blessings are outpouring sa inyong dalawa, how do you keep enriching those experiences together? Paano nyo pagyayamanin pa yung pagmamahal sa isa't isa? Na as early as now, yung through thick and thin, exercise na. How do you exercise that? But I'm telling you, all in all, I'm very, very happy with this progress. Kasi you know what? Tinan mo, konti na lang yung pupunuin. Everything is starting to become very green here. Konting-konti na lang. But look, the gold that you hold in your hands resonates the gift that you both are for each other. These may be minor cards, but I'm telling you, these are all amazing minor cards. So these can be better. The more you spend time together, the more you love each other. But also, my say, don't be afraid to experience the realness of the relationship. I hope when there are times now when misunderstandings are in the surface, that's your cue, both of you, to exercise the love, the understanding, the patience, and the respect. Meron kaming next week. So, matitest yung ano nyo, matitest ang patience niyo sa isa't isa next week. So, galingan and trust that this is really a very good progress. Okay? Thank you for joining Tarot Tuesdays. And that is it for our session for tonight rather. I hope you enjoyed our new program and our segment. Mas in-depth siya, di ba? Kasi past, present yung future natin. Now, Lahat naman ng say natin, I'm so happy and thank you by the way for joining us. Hindi ko lang makita yung comment section right now. I must have pressed something habang pinapatong ko yung cards here in my laptop. But I would want everybody instead, I want you to send a message for me. Here in our Facebook page, I want you to send in your names na lang sa inbox so that I will include that as your entry. And I can see yung mga ano pa ngayon, lahat ng mga participants natin ngayon, I can all still see you. So thank you for staying, by the way. Para naman masama yung mga names natin sa raffle entry natin, in which, again, this Sunday, we're gonna be drawing our first set of winners. Lahat ng mga winners natin for our workshops for November na yan, ha? November na yan. So I'm gonna be very excited. We're gonna go live again next Sunday. I'll just announce what time. Anong tawag dito? I will definitely make announcements before we have it on Sunday. I will announce it both here in our YouTube channel. I'll have a post here and then in our Facebook page. So be ready. Be very, very ready para magkaroon tayo ng ano pa, more chances of winning na. Ayun na, pumapasok na. And so please key in your names. I just need your first, syempre, full name pala rather. And I will also have an update. Ipopost naman natin yung ano niyan, yung mga raffle entries natin. Okay? So, again, what are we going to win when we have our draw on Sunday? There will be 2 winners of emotional healing classes, and this is going to be on the first weekend of November. We have Crystal Work for Modern Living. That is also on the first week. 2 winners of that. 2 winners of that workshop as well. Another 2 winners ng ating meditation and life-changing mantras. 2 winners of Reiki 1 class with me. And ang pinaka-excited ako is the Vedic astrology reading. Now also, let me take advantage of this time na din. Nako ang ganda ng linggo natin, ang ganda-ganda na naman ng blessing natin. If you haven't watched the weekly tarot reading, by the way, watch it. Meron lang isang warning ng day natin, okay? May warning pa din, but it's gonna be fruitful all throughout. Panoorin yung Friday. Just grabe lang yung Friday energy, no? But you know, okay na. But you know, it allows us to prepare even more. If you haven't watched it, napakaganda na energies natin. I hope you also enjoyed last week's energy. It was all about manifestation and I'm really, really excited this week as well. But, tuloy-tuloy lang yung ating fun and excitement. And syempre, on Thursday, I hope you join me and magbaon kayo ng sarili ninyong mga experiences and mga life stories na that is a little about the supernatural, or if you may be experiencing a little something. By the way, a little clue. Also, nightmares are not usual. They're not normal. May reason bakit tayo nagkaka-nightmare. I will share that on Thursday as well. So yun yung mga things na pwede na pag-uusapan natin. And kung may mga katanungan din kayo, anything about the supernatural, more so, either past experiences, sagot ko kayo. I will answer all of those on Thursday. So please join us again. Same time, same channel this coming Thursday. Oh, by the way, sorry, our live session on Thursday. Every Thursday, we will have our live session in our Facebook page. So I will see you all there. But for tonight, just keep sending me those names. And for your raffle entries, I'll confirm it once you send it. But for now, tulog na tayo. May pasok pa kayo bukas. Ayoko naman puyating ko kayo. Ako pa naman nagpo-promote ng balance, okay? So, maraming salamat to everybody. Namaskaram for staying and for the patience and for the love and the continuous support. I love you all. Maraming salamat. But for now, this has been Marky Mendoza. Laging-lagi, papaalalam to always trust the process. Namaskaram. Have a great night. See you all Thursday. Exciting Halloween special. Okay? Costume kaya tayo. Costume tayong lahat. I'll be coming in a scala. Okay. See you. Have a great night. See you Thursday. Good night. Salamat. Ay, ba't ayaw niya nag-end na ba siya? Or nandun pa rin? O ngayon naman ayaw naman niya mag-ending?